friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. In today's video, it is officially, well, it's Halloween for y'all. It's not Halloween for me yet, but it's officially Halloween. So happy Halloween, everybody. I want to see all of your spooky looks. So if you do anything that I've done in this video, or you just did a spooky look and want me to see, tag me on Instagram or TikTok so I can see it and hype you guys up, because I love seeing Halloween looks. And who knows, maybe I'll recreate it one day. Today's Halloween, so we're gonna be doing some spooky, honestly it's not spooky, let me just sum it up, it's not spooky makeup, but I'm just doing some different type of makeup inspired by people, because Halloween is for dressing up as characters in anything. So I'm gonna be dressing up as 5 different characters, 5 different makeup looks in the span of a week, hopefully. Or just the span of 5 days. Your makeup bags, grab your pumpkin spice lattes, and let's go. Today's look is going to be Roxy from Security Breach FNAF. So I've always done FNAF characters. Every Halloween I've done at least 1 or 2. But I've never done Roxy. Like I did Chica, I did Puppet. You know what, we're not even gonna get into it because there's a whole list. I'm not going into this blind. I definitely did take an inspo off of Pinterest. This is the inspo I'm gonna be doing. I think it's really cute. I'm really worried about that green cut crease, but you know, we'll try. We can do this. Now I'm gonna zoom you guys in and grab your makeup brushes. Starting off with the outer crease, which is purple. So I'm gonna be taking everything, any color you see in this video is gonna be probably from the painted palette. Anything else that I use I'll mention it, but everything is gonna be from the painted palette. Specifically the artistry canvas one, because I'm obsessed. Now, I don't think I'm gonna take the same shade as my eyebrows because they're pretty dark, and that was Royals, and I think Royals is too dark. We're gonna try with Jelly and then maybe deepen it with Royal. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, dip into Jelly, dust it off, and then put this crease, or like upper crease, dragging it down towards the outer crease. This is so pretty. I love Halloween, man. I don't know why I don't do more looks like this, because to be honest, I'm in love with them. But I don't know, maybe it takes a certain type of skill to be sitting down doing every single detail like this. But hey, we have time today. To be honest, I don't know how long this is gonna take. That's why I'm starting so early in the morning. Yeah, I'm doing it in the morning. It's 8 o'clock right now. Now I'm gonna take a different fluffy brush and then dip into Royals, which is the deeper purple, which is like the deepest purple in this palette. And I'm gonna take it, dust it, and we're gonna put it on the outer corner to like deepen it and give it some depth. I feel like I should have used Jelly for my eyebrows, because those eyebrows look almost black. Ignore the eyebrows and pretend they're doing their purpose. I'm gonna take a little bit under the eye as well. Definitely like the fact that Royals give it depth, and I'm gonna just blend it into Jelly a little bit. Now, the only thing I'm a little scared of for the cut crease, she's got like a point. It's like sharp. I don't know if I want to do that. I just don't think I have the capacity to be trying to make that sharp. We're going to cut my crease and then maybe try to make it sharp. Anyways, I'm using the LA Colors Conceal It in the shade White. Yeah, white, because I don't have any white face paint. So if I ever do anything that needs a white face or something like that, then I definitely will be using this, because it's definitely white, as you can see. Now we're going to conceal it with this little brush. Putting it on the back of my hand, because my hand is the best palette I can place these shades and stuff on. Just gonna take it, conceal. Oh, that's so bad. Should I do the point? Should I try? I don't know if I want to try. I'm taking the concealer under my eye a little bit. We're gonna try to create the point, but I don't know how that's gonna look. We'll just go with that. That's a point. It might not be a sharp point, but it's a point. Just gonna smooth the line out. All right, now I'm gonna take a little beauty blender and I'm going to dab it, kind of setting it in place. Oh, it kind of looks insane, I'm not gonna lie. Brush, and for the green, now in this palette we have many greens. I think sour is gonna be too light, so I'm gonna take slime, which is like a green. Forest does a little bit more darker green. I'm gonna go with slime, but if slime doesn't look right, I think I'm gonna go with forest, depending on how dark the green is. I want it vibrant, but a little smoky dark. You know what? I think that's good. Well, I think I like slime for this. Dipping in slime, putting it in the crease area. I took slime and put it a little under my eye. She has a little bit under her eye. So that's what we did. I don't know why it's not blending very well. I genuinely just think it's because of the concealer I put underneath that it's not blending very well, but it looks fine, I guess. Looks a little crazy, but I'm gonna be taking the brush with jelly, dipping into jelly, and then kind of blending this out because right now we just got this blob right here. So we're gonna kind of blend it out as best as we can. Right here, I'm gonna take a little brush to try to make the white a little bit more prominent. I'm gonna dip into titanium, which is the white in the palette. I'm going to try to, I don't know, create a point with white, but I think I'm not gonna try too much trying to focus on the shape. I just want the inner corner to be highlighted with white. Let's just sum it up because I don't think I'm gonna be doing all that. Ooh, this look is so cute. I have to do this, everything I did on this eye, on the other eye. So I'm gonna do this on the other eye and come back and then we'll get into the rest of the other eye all done. Does it look really similar to the other one? Hell no, but don't look too closely and they do look similar. Now, moving on to the eyeliner. She does have some eyeliner in her waterline, so I'm gonna be taking the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Retractable Gel Eyeliner, so not the felt tip one. Now, every time I put something in my waterline, it's a very scary experience because I have very watery eyes. So the mission is to stop every time I feel like I'm gonna water and cry. So we're just, oh my god. Hello, pigment, where are you? I did my eyeliners off camera, or I took this one and tried to do it again. I think it looks the exact same as what I did before. I made this one longer to match it. Just don't look too closely at the eyeliner. We're going to put some mascara on, and then we're gonna move on to the cheeks because I'm also, oh, I didn't even know there was eyeliner on my nose. All right, then we're gonna move on to the cheeks, which I also fear of doing. I'm going to be taking jelly, which I just popped out of the pan, on this big brush because I realized I don't have a normal size blush brush. Tongue twister. Anyways, I'm going to take jelly, which is the same thing I have in my eyes, and take it down on my cheeks. So from my eye to my cheeks, I've never had purple blush, so if I hope I'm not looking like I got bruised, because that's what it's going to probably look like every time. I'm living for the eyes, other than the eyeliner. But I'm gonna have to take this down. Am I putting enough? Like, I don't think I'm putting enough. I'm so scared. To be honest, I didn't know I had plans today. My mom says we gotta go somewhere. So, I gotta go outside as Roxy. It's okay. We'll just say it's early Halloween. I want you guys to know it's September 25th. I'm filming this super early because I want it to be done by the 31st. And knowing that I'm going to be doing 5 different looks and 5 different type of editing type of things, whatever I'm doing, is going to be insane. Moving on to her squiggles on the cheeks. I don't know how I'm going to do this because I'm not very good at making stuff identical. If you can see, she has it on both cheeks. So we're going to, like, it's a swoop and up. So we're gonna try. We're gonna do swoop. So swoop. Hey, that's pretty good. Right? Then we're gonna have to do it underneath. And then we're gonna make it a little chunky. So just swoop, swoop, swoop. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. It doesn't have to be really pretty, right? And then I have to fill her in. I don't know if I want to fill her in my eyeliner. I'm just like, That's a straight line. I'm gonna kind of curve up, go like that. This looks terrible. Okay, good enough. Now we're gonna draw it on the other side. Just stuck some lashes on. They're the Yoni lashes. I'm not gonna even tell you what they are. My table looks a mess. I'm gonna do my hair, do something with my lips, and then come back, and then I'll show you the final look. It is day 2 or 5 days of Halloween looks, and today we're gonna be doing Yumeko from 𝐒𝐿. I hope I'm saying that right. So I want to use something like with cards and red and black and maybe more shades of red and maybe put a little bit more intenser blush. I don't know, but I'm ready to get into some Halloween makeup. Going straight into the makeup look, I'm gonna be using the painted canvas artistry canvas palette once again. Just know I'm using it all through this video most of the time. And there's 2 different shades of red. There's cherry and then there's red flag. So cherry is more deeper. And I also brought out my Color Play Absolute New York palette because there's a cherry red in here. But I think I'm gonna go in with a dark shade and then lighten it up as it goes inwards. I don't know. We're gonna dip into cherry, knock off the excess, and then, hold on, I need to move my mirror. I'm going to put this on the outer corner in our, oh, that is so pigmented. We're gonna use this on the outer quarter, going up into the upper lid, red on top. I was going to blend it underneath my eye, but I think I want black to be somewhere here. So we're just gonna leave that as is. Gonna put cherry on this eye. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a fluffier brush and then blend all these edges that are a little harsh. Just going to, I don't think I'm going to use any type of real glitter for this. Maybe an inner corner type of moment, but no glitter, which makes me sad. I'm a glitter girl, so I love my glitter. Just going to do some of that. Okay, good enough. Now for a little bit of deepening, I'm probably going to do something black on there. So I'm going to dip into Theater, which is the black in this palette, on an angled brush. Dust off the excess, and we're going to do maybe a liner. I don't know. I don't think, because I'm going to do wing liner. We're going to smudge this maybe. We're going to do something blended maybe. We're going to blend this out. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to put some of this like that. Take a fluffy brush and then just, we're going to kind of, yeah, we want it. That looks ridiculous. I gotta fix this. Oopsie daisies. I thought I was gonna want a wing liner like with the eyeshadow, but I don't want that. So we're just going to, I don't know what we're gonna do now. But maybe if I bring it up, something like that. I don't know. This is turning out actually horrible. I messed up. Maybe I should have just done the little wing liner thing. You know what? It don't look that bad. Take the same brush, go underneath my eye with the black a little, just a little bit. Ooh. And then take this brush and then fluff it out. I'm trying to be very nice to this look, but like, why am I butchering it so bad? Leave this alone for a little bit, and we're gonna start with something in the inner corner. I'm gonna dip into red flag, which is like the brighter red. Hopefully it comes out as I envisioned. Put this on our inner corner. Ooh, this is such a pretty red. The only thing I gotta say about red is that every time I put red eyeshadow on my eye, I always get stained. So, this kind of did nothing. It kind of looks exactly like the red we put up there, but like brighter. Okay, we're gonna mix red flag with this red, cherry red. So we're gonna dip into some of this. Go back into red flag, dust it off, and then put this on the inner corner, hoping that it looks exactly how well, it brightened it a little bit. mean, it doesn't look too bad in person, but on camera, it's not serving. And why does this? This is what happens when you get a mural from the dollar store. Because why is this mural bending? Brush, I'm going to dip into titanium, which is the white in this palette. And I'm going to put it in the inner corner and then filling this gap underneath my eye. I'm going to take it here. Hopefully you can see me. Take it under here and then dragging it underneath the eye. Okay. I have to match this eye with this eye off camera, and then I'll come back and then we'll get on eyeliner, because I think eyeliner will piece everything together. Eyes are all done. Try to match them to the best of my abilities. If you can see my mural, it's because I kind of stacked it higher because we are about to get into liner. I'm not particularly great at eyeliner, so we need to try to get this as sharp to the best of my abilities. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Skinny Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is nothing new. I use this all the time. This is my favorite liner. So if you guys ever want to know
what type of liner you have on, Taylor,
it's this one. I only wear this one. What I want to do with this eyeliner is I want to try to follow the black. So you see how I have this? Yeah, that we're going to try to follow that. Take this eyeliner. We're going to try to go up. Hopefully. You can't even see it. Just, you know. Then we're going to try to do something like that. Y'all, I'm scared. Okay, now we're going to try to connect these two. Then we're going to connect. Okay, done. That looks awful, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to try to take it in a little bit more. That looks, it's getting thicker. Eyeliner all done. I did have to like pause the camera and everything because this eyeliner came out way too thick than I wanted to. This one looks shorter. This one's out. This one's up. We're going crazy. So we need to move on from the eyeliner because I will be looking like a raccoon in 2.3 seconds if I don't. I want to add some type of card symbol on my face. So if you guys don't know, the 4 cards, you know, the clover, spades, heart, diamond. Why did I almost forget that? We're going to add a clover and we're going to add a heart. That's what we're going to do. Exactly like that. Clover, heart. Tell me why my camera was not recording when I was filling these in. So you guys can't see. Just know this is filled in with the color cherry. This is filled with Theodore. But tell me why this clover is looking like my birthmark instead of a clover. I'm debating, should I take it off and just leave the heart? Or should I just keep it? We're going to keep it. And if I don't like it, eventually I'll just take it off. I went off camera and I literally fixed this right here, right now. Does it look any better from previously? No. Is it better than what we had previously? Kind of. I'm done with the clover. I have fully accepted the fact that I don't know how to do a clover. And I accidentally got my card wet. I curled and put mascara on my eyelashes off camera. So now we're just going to put lashes on. And my light went off. So hopefully the lighting looks the same as it did 2 seconds ago. So I'm going to take these lashes. These are the Ioni half lashes in Baby Fox. I really don't like this look. I'm understanding that now. I'm using the Duo Strip Last Adhesive Glue. So this is the lash glue we're going to be using. I just chose the biggest lashes because I think bigger lashes will go with this look anyways. But also I am trying to hide the fact that I messed up a little bit. So I'm going to take my hair down and then I'm going to put on some type of outfit that matches her the best I can find. And then we'll come back to do the lips. Hair is down, or as best we're gonna get it. And then I have a tie, but I don't think it's supposed to be this long. I probably tied it wrong, but you know, you won't see past this part anyways. I just got this sweater that's from Nemo. Nemo does have a red blazer, but the fear of getting makeup on that expensive ass blazer is high. I'm gonna use the NYX Butter Gloss in Rocky Road, and I'm gonna put this in like the center of my lips. Ooh, that's such a pretty color. We're just gonna, yeah, and we're gonna tap it to try to create that ombre effect. Oh, that's such a pretty color. This is the Burt's Bees liquid lipstick in the shade Blush Brook. I'm gonna go a little bit in the center. Even though we had some ups and downs with this look, I think it still came out super, super beautiful, super, super cute. Definitely will probably recreate this better next time if I ever do it next time. But really cute. And I will see you guys on day 3. Hi, huns. Welcome to day 3 of our Halloween looks. And today we're going to be doing Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony because she's my favorite pony. Low-key, she was my favorite pony growing up because of how colorful she is. Got a new table. And because the table is a little bit, I mean, not even a little bit, a lot more bigger than my last table, I can't fit the chair here. Which, honestly, I'm so happy I got rid of that chair because it's so squeaky. Now, I did have an inspiration picture off Pinterest, but my Pinterest is not working. So when it eventually works, I'll put the picture here. If it doesn't, then there'll be no photo. Right now we have blue brows, and I use, of course, and I use the shade 99, which is like the darkest blue shade in this palette. So I use that for my brows because I wanted more blue color to the face somehow. For Rainbow Dash, because she's literally the rainbow, I'm thinking we do rainbow on the eyes. So I'm thinking this is going to be the warm color, so red, yellow, orange. This is going to be blue, purple, and green on this side, and then we're going to do a cut crease. That's what I'm thinking, but also I think that's what the photo was about, or the photo had, hopefully. If not, oh well. I kind of brought you guys closer so we can start on the eyes. I think I'm going to start on the warm eye first, so this eye. I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, and we're gonna dip into red. Which one? Red Flag, because I want it bright. So Red Flag is a little bit more brighter. I'm gonna tap into that, and we're going to put this the inner portion of my upper lid. So we're just gonna do something like that. Hopefully this turns out good. I'm praying it looks good, because if not, I'm gonna be very sad. Like, how can you ruin the rainbow? Just like that. Also, if my mood seems a little bad, I'm not really feeling too good. I don't know if it's the weather changing because it's been cold. That's why I have my robe on. But like, it's been like cold in Chicago, so I probably feel a little under the weather. So if my mood seems bad or I seem tired, it's probably because of that. We're gonna put orange, which is Katniss in this palette. We're gonna use that, and we're going to put it right here, almost towards the outer, but not. And then mixing it a little bit with the red so we can have this gradient like that. Actually, I'm gonna bring it down. Bring this down to the lid and then keep the crease a little bit clean so we can put the white there, because that's what I think I'm gonna do. Now that we got orange and red, we're gonna go with yellow because that's the next color. I'm gonna take this bright yellow and ducky, and this is the Color Play Absolute New York palette. I've probably been using this the entirety of this video, so if I'm repeating palettes, it's because these are my 2 most colorful, brightest pigmented palette, and you can clearly see, and it's very loved. So I'm gonna dip into bright yellow and ducky, and then we're gonna mix these 2 yellows, and we're gonna put this on the outer corner of my eye. And I think I'm gonna take it a little under here, but keeping most of the pigment on the top. Ooh, she's smoky. She's cute. We like her. I'm using the tapping motion instead of swiping because yellow, I'm like, my undertones are yellow and orange. Like, I'm very warm toned. So yellow and oranges are really hard to show up on my skin type. So tapping it will make sure to get all of the pigment that I picked up on it. And then I use the swiping motion to like blend. So it's not like a harsh line. I'm going to go with my LA Colors Concealer in the shade White. And I'm going to put this on the back of my hand because I don't want to put it directly on my eye. So just taking a little bit of this white concealer on the back of my hand. Taking a flat concealer brush, dipping into the white, and then we're gonna cut our crease, hopefully. Just gonna I heard that if you put this on your lid and then look up, that's where your crease is. We're gonna try this method today. I don't normally follow this method. I always go over. We're gonna take another dense brush and dip into titanium, which is the white in the canvas palette, and we're going to set this white here under the eye with this big ass brush. Doing some in the inner corner as well. We're just going to set it. Make sure it does not move or interrupt any of the other colors that we have on our face. I'm going to take the red and I'm going to take the orange, and then I'm kind of blending this. I don't want this to be a harsh line. We're just going to blend it a little bit. Take the orange brush and whatever's left on it and blend this so it's not this harsh line. I'm going to go back, reinforce this white that we have on our eye so it doesn't dim under the eye as well. Going back in with a little bit of Katniss under the eye so we can blend the white. Then up here as well. And I think that's good enough. I'm gonna do the cool tone eye, and then we'll come back and finish up the rest of the look. Both eyes are complete. This is the look for the cool eye. I'm living for this look. This is my favorite. Okay, actually, no. This is probably not my favorite look. I'll tell you guys my favorite look at the end after we do each look. But I love this look. Period. Who would Taylor be with no glitter? So I'm going to be taking 2 different glitters for each eye. I'm going to dip into Pool Day, which I have yet to really touch. Like Nemo used it, I think, but I really want to use Pool Day. So I'm going to use Pool Day, which is this blue glitter. I'm going to take some on a little brush, and I'm going to use this for my inner corner. So we're just going to put it right here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that on camera. I'm going to grab a little bit more. Ooh, she's cute. She's cute. Look at her. She's like aquamarine color. I'm going to take Firefly, which is the gold in this, or should I take Fairy? I think I always take Firefly, so we're going to go Fairy. We're going to dip into Fairy, which is the pink glitter in this palette. We're going to put it on this eye. So we have like a blue pink moment. Cute. I love these glitters. James, you know what you're doing with these glitters. I love these glitters. So we're going to put this in the corner of each eye. I want to put a cloud on my face somewhere because Rainbow Dash has a cloud on her cutie mark. So I think I'm going to put it under one of the cheeks. Maybe we're going to put it on this cheek. Why not? I'm going to take the white concealer with the concealer brush that I've been using this whole time and try to create a cloud. Now how Just going to do, yeah. Does that look like a cloud? Honestly, it is giving cloud. I like that. We're gonna leave it just like that. And I'm gonna go over it with some powder so it doesn't move or smudge. I'm going to do my lashes and liner and everything off camera. We've seen it the entirety of the video. It's nothing different, just a baby wing liner and some lashes. And then I'm gonna come back with the final look. Lashes are on, liner's on. I did a little lip, just something glossy, and then I put the shirt on. I needed a blue shirt to go with like Rainbow Dash because she's like a blue pony. But I don't have any blue shirts. Like, this was the only shirt I could find, which is like this Lilo and Stitch. Like, you can see the, I mean, not Lilo, but like Stitch on it. And then this one. This is the final look. I love it so much. Does it look like Rainbow Dash herself? No, but it is like inspired by her. And I think it's really, really cute. I also did put these gems under the eyes. This one is like reflected and this one is just a silver one. But it's so cute and I love the cloud. It gives it a nice Rainbow Dash touch. I love, love, love this look. And I can't wait to do the next one. Hi Huns, welcome to day 4 of our Halloween challenge, our Halloween video. We are on the 4th look, that's 8. We're going to be doing a look from Danganronpa. I love Ibuki. She is my favorite character from the second game. So if you have not seen the game or haven't played them, haven't seen somebody play them, definitely watch it. And I think they also have an anime. I don't know if it's for the second game, but like they have animes on it too. So definitely watch it because Ibuki is probably my all-time favorite in the second one. So we're going to be doing her makeup. I already got the eyebrows done. And I did mismatch them because I didn't even know she had 2-tone eyebrows. So that's what we got going on today. I think Ibuki's look is going to be really, really easy because it's kind of giving me Harley Quinn vibes and very messy alt girl vibes. So I definitely think this is going to be pretty easy. You hear noise in the back. Yes, Nemo's here again. She doesn't want to be in the camera, but Nemo's here again. The kittens, we have kittens. It's a long story, but meet Spooky and Phantom. We're not going to keep them, but they're here. And then also Keon's in the back. So I have a lot of audience today. So if you hear any, you know, yipper yappers, that's them. We're going to switch the colors. So like how this is blue here, we're going to do blue eye here, pink eye here. So we're going to do the pink eye first because obviously I can't wait to dip into pink. Obviously using the same palette I've been using this entire video. Literally been using this the entire video. I'm going to dip into the shade Bubble, which is the more deep pink. Put that on a fluffy brush, dust the excess off, and then we're going to use this on the outer corner going inwards. I am going to be doing something similar to when I did Rainbow Dash, which is a cut crease, like the white cut crease, definitely for Ibuki, but I'm going to be using the smearing method. So I'm just kind of messily, it doesn't have to be neat because, you know, we're going for like that rock star look, but just with color. Because I know that Rockstar look kind of always includes some type of black, which we are going to get to like black liners or something because it needs to be, you know, dark. Because that's like Ibuki's aesthetic. So we're just going to be putting Bubble all over the lid, leaving the crease out. So we can have that for the cut crease that we're going to do. I'm going to dip into water, which is a kind of, not the deepest blue in this palette, but it's just a regular blue. And we're just going to put this on the lid. The same way we put Bubble all over the lid, we're going to do the same thing. But just on the other side. Now that both eyes have color on them, we're definitely going to go in and fix it up a little bit. Just for this portion, we're going to leave it messy. And we're going to take our fingers, you know, and then we're just going to smear them, you know, give it a little bit of a attentional, we've been crying a little bit maybe. Continue to keep smearing them. They don't seem to be smearing as well as I want them. So we're going to dip into Bubble and water and just, you know, kind of put it like that and maybe smear it out at the bottom. We'll do something like that. We'll kind of bring it down and smear it. So just a little bit so it's not so harsh. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on camera, but hopefully you can. Doing the same thing with the fluffy brush, dipping back into water, and then going down. Go back in with our brush and start kind of making it look pretty. A little bit more neater on the lid. why is the outside so fucking loud. I'm just gonna go underneath. Same with water, which water is starting to like fade over here for some reason. So I'm gonna definitely try to reinforce this. Get water and then try to smooth this out and make it look good. It's giving me Harley Quinn vibes. If you guys don't know and don't follow my social media because you guys are fake, yeah, you would know that I did Harley Quinn. I've actually done Harley Quinn like 3 times already, so I'm a Harley Quinn fiend, a Harley Quinn fanatic. White concealer on the back of my hand, taking a flat concealer brush to cut the crease. We're gonna put it on the brush and literally put it on my crease. I didn't put enough. Put it on my crease, look up, and then there we go. I don't think I did that right, but you know. And I'm running out of white, so that's lovely. Just cutting my crease with the white. He's just like sitting in my lap, I guess now. We're buddies. I don't know where my beauty blender went, so we're just gonna have to settle for my powder puff. And we're just going to tap it in. I mean, it does the same thing as your nails, Phantom. Retract your nails. We're just gonna pat this in. Maybe I gotta put it. I'm not gonna go under my eye. I'm really trying to keep this part blank, so we're gonna leave it blank. We're gonna go try to finish the rest of the cut crease. Don't worry, we're definitely gonna go in with some white powder to reinforce it. I'm about to start using a powder puff to pat my cut creases because they work much better than a beauty sponge. So I'm gonna take whatever is left on our brush here with bubble and kind of blend this in a little bit. Same thing with water, taking a little bit up here. Then I'm gonna go in with a more denser brush and then we're gonna dip into titanium, which is the white in the palette. And we're gonna go over our cut crease with white to kind of brighten up this white. Eyeshadow portion is finally done, which is pretty easy, pretty simple. We're going to go in with liner, obviously the Wet n Wild liquid liner. I don't use nothing else, especially the breakup proof. I think we're going to start with the easiest part. I think 𝐒𝐿𝐾𝐈𝐿 has piercings on her lip right here. Either they're piercings or they're just moles, but we're going to put them. And I think they go like diagonal. So we're going to try to do this as still and as stealthy and as still. Yeah. Do you see that? Kinda. Okay. I don't think you can see him too well on camera. I'm gonna try to make him a little bit more bigger. Okay. Easy. That was easy. You know, for the eye, I want to draw a big wing liner. And now I was having the idea to put like spikes or something like going from the liner, but we'll start off with a big eyeliner and then maybe we'll go from there because we gotta, you know, one step at a time. Getting up close and personal with this one, okay? We gotta be very, very. You didn't see that. Try to make a liner. Now, I don't know how big I want it to be. I'm just going with the flow for this, but I wanted it to be pretty big. So we're gonna go, yeah. And then we're gonna build it up because I just know that eye is not gonna match that one. I'm just going to, why is it getting bigger? Guys, I think I messed up already. Fuck. Switching liners, we're going to be using the Mega Liner for this one with also Wet n Wild, but I think this is going to be a little bit more better for bigger liners like this. Just also filling this in would be much easier. eyes are all done, minus the lashes. I'm definitely going to put them. Tell me why my liners, both of them just dried out in one day. I gotta go buy a new liner tomorrow because the person I'm doing tomorrow also requires liner. For black lips, we're gonna be using the 𝐓𝐈. We're gonna be using the 𝐓𝐈 lipstick and liquid lipstick in the shade Midnight Kiss Black. So I'm gonna put the liquid lipstick on. Just, yeah, she's black. When I say black, I meant black. Yeah. And then minus the corners. We're gonna get it with the liquid lipstick. We're gonna get the liquid lipstick and get the corners that I am not able to reach with the lipstick. I'm gonna pop on some lashes and then change and then do something. Maybe we'll put something in my hair or do something with my earrings. I don't know. But I'll come back to show you guys the final look. The end result, I definitely love this look. It's probably one of the favorites, especially because it has pink and blue, which is two of my favorite colors. But love it down. I definitely put bows and an earring and like gems and like extra little details because just to me, I think 𝐒𝐈𝐾𝐈 would be a Maximus when it comes to her outfits and like stuff. I just got a 𝐓𝐈𝐾𝐃 𝐈𝐌 shirt on. I was trying to look for like a very black shirt, but your girl's aesthetic is very soft. So this is the blackest shirt we can find. But I really love this look. I love the cut crease. This look is very much simple, so you guys can try it too. And yes, I'm serving, period. Now I'm going to go take some pictures and post it on my social media. So I will see you guys on day 5. Hi, huns. Welcome to day 5, the last and final day of our Halloween makeup series. Obviously, my face is pink, so we're doing something a little bit more dramatic in makeup, I guess. I'm going to be doing Dracularua from Monster High. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it took me about 2 hours to do this full face of pink. I don't have any pink face paint. If I do this next year, I'm definitely gonna be investing in some face paint because I can't do this. It took too long. It's all powder. I had to set so many layers. It was just, we're just gonna hope it doesn't flake and crust off. Makeup. I was going to do something with more of a graphic liner look, but all of my liners have dried out. So we're going to have to improvise. I'm going to be using a lot of eyeshadow. I'm thinking a black eye with pink on the inner corner. So I think that's what we're going to go for, and we'll go from there on what else we do with the makeup. You hear kittens whining, it's because there's a bunch of kittens, specifically 4 kittens in my room, meowing at each other. So my matte Theodore on a fluffy brush and then using this on the outer portion of my eye and just creating something. Hopefully one of my crusty eyeliners decides to work today, because if not, this is just gonna be the look, just colors, which I'm not too mad about because why is the cat licking my back? Put this on the outer of my eye. So what I did with my base, I'm not gonna lie, none of what I have on is face paint. So you know that white concealer I've been using this entire time? Yeah, so I mixed it in with a very, very light foundation and I put it on my face and then I set it in place and then used different pink shadows. So I have a light pink and I have red here, which doesn't look red because of how pink my face is. And then I have a different pink over here as a foundation color. So yeah, I have a bunch of like different pinks on my face to create this look. Honestly, if you want a tutorial, don't ask. I don't think I can do this again. I'm only doing it for this look. If I do something similar again to this, maybe I'll film it so you guys can see like a cheaper way to like mimic face paint that looks good on camera. In person, not so much. Black is all on. We're going to dip into Bubble. I'm thinking Bubble. We're going to use this very bright pink on our eye, and we're just going to fill in the space that we left blank. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Just something simple, especially because of my base. I really just want to keep the eyes as simple. I was going to bring the shadow all down to my neck, but I'm not gonna lie, halfway when I was covering my face with white, I was like, bro, if I do my neck, I really am gonna be here for an extra 3 hours. Taking this on me. You want the spotlight today? Okay, okay. Taking this on the eyes, just dragging it all around. Pretty light. I think I'm gonna take this also under the eye. Take a little brush and dip into, it's okay. I'm gonna dip into titanium for the inner corner. I was gonna put glitter, but I think I'm gonna put glitter under my brows. I'm so sorry. Spooky is such a crybaby. He's literally the only one meowing. But Spooky is our scary kitty. He's like, that's why we named him Spooky, because he's so scary. Now that we have white on our inner corner, we're going to take a brush, same brush I used for my face. As you can see a little bit of the highlight. I'm going to take a bit of fairy, which is the pink glitter, and putting it under my brow bone right there to add a little touch of glitter, because I feel like dracularua is just like me with pink and glitter. So yeah, just putting this under the eye. I'm pretty happy with that. Gonna do the other eye off camera and we're gonna come back for the finishing touches. Eyes are all complete, so now we're gonna move on to the little details like the heart and her lips. So for the heart, I was going to do it with eyeliner, but seeing as my eyeliner has given out on me and don't want to do its job, we're going to be doing it with eyeshadow. I'm going to take a small detailed brush and I'm going to dip into black. I know she has a pink heart, but because my face is all pink, I doubt that it's going to work. So I'm going to dip into Theodore and then draw a heart right under my eye. Just easy peasy. And I'm just going to take Theodore again and fill it in. Trying to make it as dark as possible so it can stand out. For her lips, I'm going to be doing like a pink and black lip combo, going in with my only black lip liner with Revolution in the shade Midnight Kiss Black. So we're just going to use this to, first we're going to sharpen it. Let's start with that. The inner part, I'm going to be using pink. So I'm going to be using this lipstick that I had for, it might be expired. Don't judge. From the Color Workshop, it's a lipstick and it's pink. So it doesn't have a shade on it, but just know it's like a hot pink. So I'm going to use this for the inner part of my lip. Taking the e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Rose Envy. And I'm also going to put that on top. Just the inner portion, not to mess up the black. And there is the lips. Do my lashes off camera and fix my hair and then come back to show you the final look. This is the final look. My bangs keep moving, so we're gonna ignore that. But this is the final look. I'm so in love with this look. It's so cute, even though the base took like 3-4 hours, you know. Minus all that shenanigans. I do love it. It's really simple. The eyes are really simple. It's probably the simplest eye look I've done this entire time. But my face and neck and everything don't match, so we're just gonna ignore that factor. But I love this look, and honestly, I love this entire video challenge. Is it even a challenge? It kind of was a challenge to me to do 5 looks in a week or across a week. My favorite look has to be Roxy. I really like my Roxy look, and like she's just cute, okay? I haven't done Roxy ever, and she has to be my favorite one. My least favorite look has to be Yumeko. I feel like I could have done better. Like that look wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. If you want me to do a separate video on Yumeko, recreating it or like revamp, let me know down below in the comments, and I will definitely get that out for you. And yeah, this is the end of the video, so make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated every time I post a new video. Also, follow my Instagram and TikTok, because if you guys didn't know, TikTok seen all my looks first, but you guys are going to be the ones to know how to do it. So make sure to follow my social medias, and yeah.